Hello, this is the Sharaba V Tarot channel. I'm your host, Pickles. Before I begin, I want to shout out Lilo Vanity, a constant beacon of feminine strength. My readings are based on your Vedic moon signs. Let us begin. I am a servant of the great work, not its master. If you find my readings helpful, donate to www.nobabyblisters.com. You can find the link in the description box. And if you need further assistance, you can check the description box as well. Again, if you find the reading helpful, go to the website nobabyblisters.com. Today, we will be doing our reading for the earth signs, which are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, and finishing up the week with the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Without further ado, let us begin. So let's see what's going on first with my Capricorn. First up is Capricorn. So you have the Hangman. So you've been having a lot of back and forth. Hangman, Capricorn. So you're coming from a place of if I should or if I couldn't. Either that or you're struggling with the situation. And because you don't like how it's outcoming, you've been putting forth wasted effort to try to change the outcome. With this in mind, the Hangman only leads one of two ways. Either you can accept the fact that this is something that you are going to have to give up, or you're going to move into the Death card. And if you don't listen to the Death card, that's when you start to have an entire moment. So whatever the situation that is that you're in the Hangman about going back and forth, it's best that you go ahead and make a decisive decision on it. Because sitting on the fence is not meant for everybody. And you're taking away from time that you could be spending in joy during this debate, Capricorn. So what you should do is the Four of Cups. So this is the Four of Cups. With the Four of Cups, there's a stability foundation, evaluation, a moment of pause, and you're taking time to reflect. So if you want to reach through this Hangman, Capricorn, you're going to have to sit and reflect. You're going to have to meditate. You're going to have to sit. You're going to have to put the phone down, start reaching out, stop asking for advice, asking people what you should do, and really just sit with your emotions yourself to find clarity within yourself. Again, so right now you're in the Hangman, and your present position is the Four of Cups. What I mean is you have a stable foundation, but you feel a little bit more uncertain than you actually are. With that in mind, you need to sit in meditation for a moment to find out how you feel. Because if you keep, with you being in the Hangman position, asking someone else how you feel is only going to push your emotions one way or the other. And you're going to say, well, maybe they're right, when that's not the truth of the matter. You can only reach the truth of the matter by sitting with yourself and doing your evaluations. But if you do, you have the support of the Ace of Wands. So Capricorn, there's an overwhelming desire. There's something that really wants to come to fruition. This is belief in our ideas and our inspiration. So there's an idea that you really want to get behind. And I think this Hangman's position is you're unsure if it's going to work out in your favor. But with this Ace of Wands, you actually have support here. So the Ace of Wands again. So Capricorn, you are coming from a space of the Hangman. You need a moment. You're then the Four of Cups, which is you need to sit with yourself. And lastly, the Ace of Wands. So Spirit really wants you to sit with yourself because you need to figure out why you're feeling so unsure of this decision that you want to make, because you actually have Very rarely do I pull the Ace of Wands, which is an overwhelming desire. So they really want to support you. Spirit really wants to support you, but it seems like there's a little bit of fear of failure. And that's what's got you in this hangman back and forth. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. If you sit with your four of cups, this isn't the time. This is why you shouldn't invite external validation into your perspective right now. Because you sit in the four of cups, you really get in tune with how you feel. But because this is such a powerful, such a different change for you, that you might get a little bit of negative energy mixed into what you're trying to go for. And Spirit says, hey, you just need yourself. That's my reading for Capricorn. Next up, we are going to do Moon in Taurus. So that's Moon in Taurus. Congratulations ahead of time, my Moon in Capricorns. I think you all are going to make the right decision. Next, let's move on to Moon in Taurus. Eight of Swords. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. So with the Eight of Swords, you feel powerless. It warns of being dishonest with oneself. It's a challenge to let go. So you see how he's looking that way instead of this way. This is looking forward to the communication that you have. This is looking back. So it feels like there's a strong sense of regret. And I want to tell you that you are allowed to heal. So if you have a Moon in Taurus right now, you're battling oneself, you're self-depreciating, you're feeling like you're not good enough. And that powerless feeling is only leading you to more powerlessness. Once you take hold of the reins and hold your head up and plow forward, you'll find out that you are much more powerful than you think. With this Eight of Swords energy, there's been conflict, and you're going back and forth in your mind over and over again, and you're starting to harbor negative feelings against yourself, and that's no way to go. Whatever transpired in this recent past, it's already gone. It's already behind you, and sitting there thinking, what could I have done to change the outcome? You couldn't have changed the outcome. You have to let what is be what is. It already happened and it's behind you. You being so hard on yourself and beating yourself up and doing this amount of overthinking is not helping the issue. And because your present energy is the 10 of Wands. So if we can get you out of this 8 of Swords energy and push you into this 10 of Wands, you're restless. So by the time you catch up to yourself, you've already overexerted yourself. The challenge is to relinquish control. So whatever you are trying to picture yourself with a big boulder on your back and you're trying to go uphill with it. So you're meeting a lot of resistance and you have just letting this situation take most of your mental capacity. What I mean is you haven't been leaving yourself time to feel joy because you keep letting this one situation cloud the rest of it. So you might have there might be a little dark cloud right in front of you or right behind you that you're paying attention to, but you're losing sight of the forest looking at one tree. What I mean by this is this 10 of Wands restless energy, you are dedicating your energy to the wrong thing. So if it's been a failed relationship, then you probably have a lot of family support that you're not leveraging. If you just got lost a career, then there are family or friends around you that you can spend time with. This is about switching your perspective. And with this 10 of Wands, that's exactly what you need to do and let go of this 8 of Swords energy. Whatever you've lost is already gone. It's already behind you. It's best that you lay these 10 of Wands down and find another reason to smile. If you can do that, then there's another adventure ahead of you. So you see how happy the Fool is? When we act a fool, we usually are happy. So there's good times ahead if you can let these 8 of Swords go and allow Spirit to move and move you into this new phase of life with this Fool card. Usually, if you would have got the Fool card first, what that would mean is you're a little bit too optimistic. But what the Fool card being in your future means that there's optimism in front of you, and all you really need is to let the 8 of Swords baggage go. Realize that the situation is past you, And there's a brighter future for you all if you all can harness this full energy and just take a step back. The only thing that I would recommend with the Fool card being your reading is it's not quite the magician energy. So you typically just have optimism about it, but you're not looking at the tangible assets you have. So what pinnacles would it take? How much emotion you're going to put into it? But it's an optimistic energy, and it will be better for you to move this way, Moon and Taurus. All right, so we are going to wrap up the reading with Moon in Virgo. So my final Earth sign up is going to be the Moon in Virgo. Oh, card pops out. Let's see what it is. Something popped out. This is the Six of Swords. Well then, so with the Six of Swords, moving away from difficulties, abandoning old assumptions. So Virgos, I know I don't want to have an argument with a Virgo ever, but I'll just come out and say it. Whatever situation that you was hoping changing, my Moon in Virgo, it's over with. You see this ferryman on the boat? That's not you. That's basically spirit telling you, hey, it's time to move. And no matter how much crying, no matter how much praying, no matter how much talking, no matter how much you want to change the situation or change the difficulty or make it go in your favor, the ferryman says, absolutely not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. Move on. Think about anything else. Basically, when you pull the Six of Swords, it is, we're tired of talking about this subject. The ethers have heard you. They've heard you out. Ancestors, guide, whoever you talk to on a regular basis, they've heard you, and the answer is no. This Six of Swords energy is you're only stagnating, and you're just, spirit isn't so easily offended, but it wants you to know, like, hey, I know this situation didn't go the way you wanted it to, but there's nothing that you can really do about it to change it. But there's probably better ahead of you. Four of Pentacles. So outside of that Six of Cups energy is the Four of Pentacles. You tend to be stubborn. So you tend to be somewhat stubborn. Someone might have asked you to borrow something and you might have said, fuck off. Resistance to change results in immobility. You have a fear of inadequacy right here. So what's behind the Six of Swords energy is you feel like you deserve the outcome to go your way. But what this Four of Pentacles is telling me is there's a fear of inadequacy. So you feel like you feel like you cannot do better than a situation that you don't want to let go of. But that's not true. Like, so that's basic. Spirit is basically saying you're focused on the pinnacle that you're standing on, meaning that you have much better in your future, Moon in Virgo, if you focus on what you are currently holding instead of what's already passed. So struggling against this Six of Swords energy isn't allowing you to flow with the energy. You would be much better off focusing on the pinnacles that you have in your hand. This could be where you are financially. This could be where you are with the family, your friends. But focusing on the one part of your life that isn't going well is what's causing this Six of Swords energy. If you can get out of that and relinquish that control and that stubbornness and let go of that situation, then you can find out, like, hey, the grass is actually greener where I'm headed, not where you've been, Moon in Virgo. Death card, dun dun dun. So there's a major transformation. There's a major transformation coming at the beginning of 2024, Moon in Virgo. What this means is there's a major transformation happening. So there's endings and beginnings. And basically, Spirit is trying to go ahead and give you a head start on whatever's about to change, because change does not feel good. So birth is painful. Death is painful. Transformation can be a painful process. But what you don't want to do is allow the Six of Swords situation to carry on, because it's only going to stretch yourself further. It's like that torture machine where they have your hands and your legs stretched out into an X, the more you keep trying to change that situation, Moon and Virgo, the person is just stretching you thinner and thinner, and you won't be ready for this transformation. This transformation, whatever is coming, is going to happen regardless. The only way you can prepare for the death card is to go ahead and have a spirit of accepting, a spirit of gratitude. You have to appreciate where you are and stop looking back, because you don't want to take this depressive energy into the death card, because that's lingering energy, and that's not how you want to start this new year, especially with it being a very pivotal year for you all. That's it for my earth signs. Next up, let's move on. I'm going to talk to my Sagittarius. So I'm going to talk to my Sagittarius. If you have a moon in Sagittarius, this reading is for you. If you have a moon in Sagittarius, a lot of stubbornness between you all. But I mean, when you have a moon in Taurus or a Virgo, I can understand where the stubbornness tends from. And I mean, I think the difference between this reading with the moon in Taurus and moon in Virgo is the Virgo is more upset with the outcomes, and the Taurus is trying to take responsibility for a situation with the Eight of Swords energy and thinking, what could I have done better? And with the moon and Virgo energy, you're more of why me right now. Neither one of those energies is a really good place to sit in, but hey, I understand. You just gotta relinquish a little bit of control, my moon in Taurus and moon in Virgo. You need to start thinking about what's ahead of you. That's why you got the death card last, because you've got transformation coming, and spirit wants you to start preparing for that instead of looking backwards. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. Four of Swords. So a little bit of stubborn energy here. So my first card out is the Four of Swords for my moon in Sagittarius. Relax, recuperate, heal, stop, step back, focus on self-love. You may have been overgiving, and the introvert inside you needs some time to sit. So you might have been the type that really used to spend you were a homebody. So you used to sit, watch movies, just sit, watch popcorn, just be by yourself, away from the crowd. And you haven't been doing that recently. So you've been making sure everything else is in order around you, and you're still holding on to thoughts yourself. So you've been helping everybody else relax, recuperate. You've been telling everyone else to feel better, and you haven't been focused on your own emotional well-being. You may have been overgiving recently, and Spirit is asking you hey, it's time for you to learn how to relax as well. Four Swords energy is not nearly as severe, but if you keep going and focusing on other people, you're going to head into a mode of overthinking, and that's a terrible place for Sagittarius to be. So if you have a moon in Sagittarius, it's time to relax, recuperate, sit, just take a day, take yourself to the spa. You deserve it. This is energy. And then the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles wants to come by. With that in mind, there's something coming. So there's a manifestation coming. When you focus on self-care, you need to focus on self-care because Spirit is asking you to do some inner growth. And although the Page of Pentacles is very subtle change, so instead of everything and just changing the complete wallpaper and the complete flooring, it might just be a rug change. It might just be the drapes. And I'm speaking metaphorically, but what I'm saying is with this Four of Swords is there are good things that are going to come your way once you stop trying to help other people and go get back to doing what you enjoy doing. What this Page of Pentacles means is if you focus on your self-care and your inner growth, then there are good things ahead of you. There are going to be manifestations ahead of you. There are going to be things that are going to excite you and make you feel really good. But you need to focus on your inner growth to get there. Lastly, for my moon in Sagittarius, we have the King of Wands. So vitality, expansion, a role model for confidence and power. So there might be expansion ahead of you. And this is a good card to get because the King of Wands is manifester. It's spirit saying, hey, we're ready to go. So there's a grandfather, there's a grandfather, there's either a deceased loved one or older family member who really supports you. They really have a lot of love for you. They really care about you a lot. And they know that you are capable of more than where you are right now. And they want to sing you this page of Pentacles this page of Pentacles energy. But in order for you to get it, they want to see how willing, in order to invoke this King of Wands energy, they want to know how willing are you to let go and really focus on yourself enough to reach the next phase. Basically, this is King of Wands energy. Think of advice from an older person, how they would tell you to go about things. It's a role model for confidence and power, but they want to see you display this confidence and power as well, instead of focusing so much on the external stimuli around you. So once you step back with the Four of Swords and begin to relax and recuperate, Moon and Sagittarius, you can reach your Page of Pentacles energy. And once you find out what's on your mind, you can begin to manifest those manifestations. Once you see slight changes around you, you'll be fully ready to go with this King of Wands behind you. Good vibrant energy for my Moon in Sagittarius. Next, we are going to do Moon in Leo. Moon in Leo is next. I'm sorry, Moon in Aries. Next, we're going to do Moon in Aries. Let's find out what's going on with our Moon in Aries. So, Page of Pentacles. So first off is the Page of Pentacles. So you've been doing the inner work. So with you coming from the Page of Pentacles energy, you have had a focused effort. You've been focused on self-care. You've been searching for inner growth. And it seems, like I said, it seems like nothing has changed around you. And you feel like, hey, I've had an epiphany. Why aren't things getting better? Well, you need to allow time. So this is when time gets involved. You have to trust that you are being taken care of. You can trust that whatever you've been focusing your effort, you will see the results, even though you don't see them right now. You're getting a little bit anxious to see those results, and that's okay. You have to give it some time to growth, and you will slowly start to see things shift in your favor, Moon in Aries. Ten of Swords, so that's not good. So the Ten of Swords. You've been wounded recently and you're feeling defensive. With you getting this after the Page of Pentacles, you've probably been thinking of revisiting a situation that didn't turn out in your favor. This Ten of Swords is confirmation that you shouldn't take any action and shift your thoughts on how this person made you feel and accept that you deserve better. So you've probably just went through an ending. You've probably been at odds with the Moon in Aries. And you've probably been thinking, how can I make this situation better? What can I do to change it? And the Ten of Swords saying, it's over with. Take your ass whooping. We lost. Let's move on. This is a challenge not to take any action and shift your thoughts from how this person made you feel and accept that you deserve better. So it's healing energy. So you're hurt. So it looks like you got an open heart wound right now. You've had an ending and it looks like you're going through something very painful. And all I can recommend for you is acceptance. You have to learn how to accept the things that you cannot change. And I know that's hurtful. It's not the most happy-go-lucky message, but it's true that this Ten of Swords energy, whatever you've been pondering with this Page of Pentacles, there's nothing you can change about the situation. And it's best you just relax, take a bubble bath. Relax, take a bubble bath, focus on yourself, because whatever situation that you want to rectify or change, it's not going to make it into 2024. Looks like you're supposed to start with a clean slate emotionally in 2024, so you might as well go ahead and start healing now. Prior to Thanksgiving, it's time to shift your head away from what didn't go your way to the things that you can actually appreciate, what you do have around you, which is a lot more than you think with this Four of Swords. So stop focusing on this. You are still holding on to this Ten of Swords situation, and you still got the support of family, friends. Your dog might still be alive. There are small things that Spirit wants you to appreciate. Besides that, Ten of Swords energy is not good. Whatever situation that brought you to this reading, it's not going to go in your favor. Lastly, let's close out with my moon in Leo. Let's go find out what's going on with my moon in Leo. And again, thanks for visiting the Sharaba V Tarot channel. We appreciate your support. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. So what's going on with our moon in Leo? Moon in Leo. Strength card. Oh, you've been building. My moon in Leo, you are strong. You are valued. You are fiery. You are the boss. You are in command. All that good stuff. You have a lot of strength working behind you. You've been called to be strong, and you've answered the call. The thing about when you pull the strength card first, though, is because you might have gotten so used to needing to lean on your strength and needing to be strong that you might be I'm picking up a little bit of defensive energy with you, Moon and Leo, but that's okay. This is a sign that Spirit has recognized that you've been showing strength. Like whatever challenge they put ahead of you, you've rose to the occasion time and time again. And this is a kudos to you for the amount of strength that you have, and realize that not everyone has your strength. With that in mind, good job. Good job. Let's see where you are currently. Ten of Swords. Ooh, something bad has recently happened. You pulled Ten of Swords is turning point. You've been wounded, and you've shown you've shown that you have enough strength to get through this Ten of Swords situation. So if you shift your thoughts not on how this person made you feel and accept that you deserve better, you actually have better ahead of you. I would take this strength card and focus on the lesson that you learned. So instead of trying to be tough and taking it from a feelings perspective, what did you learn from this situation? What can we do better next time? Now that you know that you're strong, you know that you're strong, but what can we do better in this next situation with this Ten of Swords energy? It's a turning point. And you notice that there are swords in his head as well. There's still something that you're overthinking about. There's one or two things that you're overthinking. And with that in mind, you have the Seven of Wands. So, Seven of Wands. This is a card of, you see how it's an even amount of wands on each side, which means that you are kind of stubborn. This is a David and Goliath card. It seems that you have come up against a giant. It seems like you won't be able to get over this Ten of Swords situation. You're feeling overwhelmed, and the challenge for you is to swallow your pride and reach out to loved ones. So it could be some family members involved here. So one thing about the Strength card is it typically stands up by itself. But with this Ten of Swords situation, you need some emotional backup this time. If you have a moon in Leo, I know we can tend to be a bit prideful and you want to lean on your own strength. Spirit says it's not the time. We know you're strong, but this situation that you come up against, you can't give yourself enough advice to get through it. You need the Seven of Wands. So you need to reach out to a family member. You're about to have a David and Goliath, and you're in the David and Goliath moment, and you come up to a giant, And the only way to come against this challenge is to reach out to loved ones, reach out to those around you to get realistic advice, because I get a feeling you've overthought about this situation so much that you cannot come up with an answer yourself, which means it's time to relinquish control, swallow that pride, this strength, swallow it. I know you like your independence, and I know you like to make your decisions independent of any input, but this is not the time, my moon in Leo. Swallow your pride, stop being stubborn, reach out to your loved ones, reach out to someone you can trust and confide in them, and you will begin to feel better about this Ten of Swords situation. That concludes today's reading. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Not the most optimistic reading, but with the Ten of Swords in Aries and Leo, you're going to have to be strong. I know right now isn't the best time emotionally, but you're going to get through it. You all have a good one.